And I'm not bringing the same team this time. I'm bringing a Politoed, Porygon 2, a Mawile, which is Mega, and an H-Slash, and he's bringing the same team, Tyranitar, Ludicolo, Staraptor, and Typhlosion, which is, it's going to be a double battle. So let's get on with it. So he leads off with his Tyranitar, I think. No, I lead off with my Rainstorm, which is Politoed and Porygon 2. And he leads off with his Typhlosion and Staraptor. So this was like a really good matchup for me. He manages to get off and intimidate on me, but both of my Pokemon are special attackers, so that doesn't matter. Rainstorm gets up its drill as normal, and Porygon's going to trace an ability out of random, which is it's going to trace the Staraptors, which is good for me because it's going to intimidate both his Pokemon. I think Staraptors are actually an attacking Pokemon anyway, so that's going to intimidate his Staraptor. So he's going to switch out because he doesn't want to get T-bolted by Porygon. So he probably expected me to go for a T-bolt straight away, so he switched into Tyranitar to bulk that. But it didn't really work out for him that well because I switched out anyway. But he counters my Drizzle with a Sandstorm, so that's kind of annoying. And I go into Aegislash predicting Typhlosion to go for a Focus Blast, so obviously Aegislash is going to take that. And I also wanted to use a Surf on Politoed, so I knew that Aegislash could bulk that. And it manages to get a crit on Typhlosion, I think. And it does some pretty massive damage to their team there. And unfortunately I take some Sandstorm damage on my Politoed, but it doesn't really matter too much. But he goes ahead and Mega Evolves his Tyranitar, which is good for him, I guess. And his Typhlosion once again goes for Focus Blast, which I didn't really see that happening, but I remembered his Choice Scarf, but I'd forgotten the batch. And he hit me with my Politoed with the Focus Blast, and I just wanted to get a Psychic off to be safe, just in case he wanted to switch out into anything to counter my Surf. And Aegislash switches out and goes for a Sacred Sword on the Tyranitar to get off some massive damage against it. So he obviously didn't see that coming, and that takes out his Tyranitar straight away. So the match is looking good for me so far, and he's only got 2 pokes left. So we're only doing a 4v4 because he didn't have a full team yet. And my Rainstorm happens to go to 69 HP, which is quite gay. He sends out Ludicolo and Staraptor, and he gets off another Intimidate. That doesn't bother me because I'm a special attacker apart from Aegislash. But I decided to switch out because I don't want to take like any grass type moves on my Politoed. Sorry for that motorbike going past. My Mawile comes in to intimidate both his Pokemon, which is quite good because that Staraptor's quite annoying sometimes. And I get to go for a King Shield to scout what he's going for. And he goes for a Brave Bird against Mawile, but you know, it's only neutral damage. It's not going to do anything massive, so it's not really effective. He takes his recoil damage, and it turns out he's holding a Shell Bell, which is kind of gay. And yeah, Staraptor gets buffered by the Sandstorm, and so does Ludicolo. So, you know, I've got 2 steals on the field, so he just sort of played against his own team. So I go ahead and Mega Evolve my Mawile, and yeah, Mega Mawile, so I've got double attack start, and I go for a Sucker Punch because I knew it was going to get taken a lot of HP off it, so I just quickly went for that to get some damage off. And Staraptor goes for a Brave Bird on my Mawile, and I know I could bulk that quite easily. Oh no, it was on my Aegislash, sorry, but obviously Aegislash isn't going to take that much damage off that. He takes some more recoil damage and gets some more health off a Shell Bell. And I didn't really see that coming, but his Ludicolo had a Focus Blast. It was going for the Mawile, which could have been quite annoying, but I just go for a Swords Dance on Aegislash because I know his team didn't really have anything to switch me out or threaten my Aegislash in any way. So he takes some more Sandstorm damage, and I go for, this time, a Shadow Sneak because I knew his Ludicolo was going to die anyway. So that's that Ludicolo out the way. And then his Staraptor goes for a Close Combat, which is quite good, but doesn't really get too much damage off on me there. He gets that massive defense drop and special defense drop, and I finish him off with a Fire Fang from the Mawile, and he gets some health off Shell Bell. That's not really going to make a difference because that Fire Fang, he's definitely not living that. So that's another battle with Jack. So thanks for the battle, Jack. And if you want any more Wi-Fi battles, then be sure to leave in the comments. Or if you want to see us use any specific teams or anything, also leave that in the comments. And until next time, guys, it's Cree from ConanCri Shinies, and I'm out.